It's game day. Tottenham Hotspur will play Wolverhampton Wanderers at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium later on this afternoon. Reports are stating that Tanganga is now a priority for AC Milan. Reports are stating that Spurs are interested in Chelsea centre-back Chalobah, and Antonio Conte has come out and said, I like Richarlison and his nasty side, and he is also talking about playing with 4 strikers. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. This is another edition of Tottenham News, where I'll be going through all of the latest Spurs news, rumours and reports. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Now, just before I get into it, please do download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. So download the OneFootball app today. It is absolutely free. The link is in the description. You can keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, information videos, tables and results. Also, you can now stream matches on the app and watch video highlights in addition to general football news. Don't miss out. So it's game day at 12:30 p.m. today at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We will host Wolverhampton Wanderers. 5 other games will take place in the Premier League later on this afternoon. Crystal Palace will take on Aston Villa. Everton against Nottingham Forest. Fulham will take on Brentford. Leicester will take on Southampton. And Bournemouth will take on our North London rivals, Arsenal. On Sunday, tomorrow, 3 games will take place. Leeds against Chelsea. West Ham United against Brighton. Newcastle against Manchester City. And then on Monday evening, it is the big one, Manchester United will take on Liverpool. Late Friday evening, transfer expert and Italian journalist Fabrizio Romano provided the following update on Tanganga possibly leaving Spurs in this summer transfer window. He said new direct talks between Tottenham and AC Milan for Tanganga. Discussion ongoing about formula and conditions of the deal. The deal is now a priority for AC Milan. A report has just been published by the Daily Express, and they are stating that Tottenham have joined the race for Chelsea star Trevoh Chalobah as Antonio Conte considers raiding ex-club. Tottenham have had a busy transfer window and may continue to splash the cash. In the main report, it says that Spurs are reportedly interested in signing promising Chelsea centre-back Chalobah as manager Antonio Conte seeks to add another defender to his ranks. The 23-year-old broke into the Blues' first team last season, making 30 appearances in all competitions. But he is yet to make it off the bench in both of Chelsea's Premier League games so far this season, with Thomas Tuchel preferring to opt for the likes of Silva and new signing Cowlin as part of his back three. And according to a report from the Evening Standard, Spurs have joined the likes of Serie A sides Roma and Inter Milan in expressing an interest in Chalobah. Relations between Chelsea and Tottenham are not exactly friendly at the moment, following last weekend's fiery London derby, which saw Thomas Tuchel and Antonio Conte almost come to blows in a furious touchline bust-up, and it seemed unlikely that the Blues would be willing to help out a direct rival for a top 4 spot by allowing Chalobah to go to them. The England under-21 international came through the ranks at Chelsea and has a contract which runs until 2026, meaning that the Stamford Bridge outfit are in a strong position when it comes to demanding a high fee for their player. Now, Antonio Conte had his press conference on Friday ahead of Saturday's game against Wolves at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Well, in the embargoed section, Antonio Conte was talking about Richarlison and said for sure he is a player that made us focused and nasty. He is a player that I like. He is always fully into the training session with his mind. For us, I think this is a good signing. Antonio Conte then went on to say we are working also on the tactical aspect because the season will be long and there are many games that we'll have to play also with 4 strikers. In the end at Chelsea, we played with Lucas Moura as a wing-back. Ivan Perisic, we are talking about someone in the past who was a striker. Richarlison, Kulusevski and Heung-min Son. But to do this, it's important to have the organisation in the tactical aspect. The problem could be for the others, the opposition, when you have the ball, but without the ball also, we must not lose the balance. The second goal we conceded against Chelsea, I think that we had lost a bit of balance. We have to try and improve because for me, to play with 4 strikers can become a good option during the game and to start some games. The most important thing is that if you have 4 strikers that want to run and make sacrifices without the ball, this is very important. But I have players with good stamina, with good quality, and we're working also on this aspect. Now, my thoughts on these stories in this episode. Let's start with my score prediction, actually. The Wolves game today, really looking forward to it. The sun is out. Tottenham are unbeaten in the Premier League, and I'm expecting a win. And most importantly, I'm expecting a good performance and a clean sheet. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win with Harry Kane and Heung-min Son to get the goals. I'm expecting a couple of changes. I'm expecting Perisic to come in for Ryan Sessegnon. I'm also expecting Davinson Sanchez to replace the injured Christian Romero. And I'll tell you what, I would love to see Richarlison, and I'll come on to that in a minute with Antonio Conte's comments, but I would love to see Richarlison start this game, get his first start in the Premier League in a Spurs shirt. He was... he was a great player last week, came off the bench. He was a real impact player, and this is what he's here for. So I'd love to see him start today and Antonio Conte change it up a little bit. So let's go on to Antonio Conte's comments saying he likes Richarlison and he likes the nasty side of him. I tell you what, this is why I was so excited about when we signed Richarlison from Everton. Not only can he play on the left, the right, through the middle, he is that impact player. We saw he came on in the Chelsea game, and for me, he was the real difference, and that is exactly why we got our 2-2 draw and we got the point at Stamford Bridge. I thought it was an exceptional performance from the bench. And this is exactly what Antonio Conte and Fabio Paratici are trying to create by bringing in these signings. And, last season, we couldn't really bring a player off the bench to make that difference. But this season, we really can with players like Richarlison. Very, very exciting times ahead with these types of players coming in. Antonio Conte also talking about playing with 4 strikers. I even said that to the people around me at Stamford Bridge last week when I saw... Richarlison coming on. I thought, well, Kulusevski's still there. Harry Kane's on. Heung-min Son is there. Lucas Moura then came on as well. Lots of exciting players that we have got. And I've no doubt this season we will score an awful lot of goals. Now, the Evening Standard and the Daily Express have reported today that Spurs are apparently interested in Chelsea centre-back Chalobah alongside a couple of Serie A sides. There is absolutely no way on this planet that Chelsea will be doing business with Tottenham Hotspur to help us in any shape or form. There is so much rivalry. It's very fiery, particularly after last weekend as well. And, I felt like that ever since the Battle of the Bridge a couple of years ago under Mauricio Pochettino. There is no way that either club is ever going to help one another out. Absolutely no chance. Tanganga now is a priority for AC Milan. Now, in this transfer window, I've seen so many reports, obviously spoken to lots of journalists, including Fabrizio Romano as well. Lots of reports have come out stating that it could be around £15 million for Tanganga. I think that would be a great deal for Spurs, bringing in that money where we can then reinvest into players that Antonio Conte wants in the squad. But most importantly, I think it would be a good move for the club, and I think it will be a good move for the player. A player of that age, and let's face it, he hasn't had that many games in a Tottenham Hotspur shirt. To get that chance to go and play in Serie A for one of the biggest sides in Italy, I think it would be a great move for him personally. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks so much for watching. Please do hit that subscribe button. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. And I'll see you on the next one. Until then, come on you Spurs.